and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a very highly requested video. A few weeks ago I posted an unboxing to my newest bag, which is the gorgeous Celine Nano that I purchased pre-loved from Fashionphile. And in the video I mentioned that I basically bought that bag to replace one that I had in the past that unfortunately turned out to be a counterfeit. And just in case you're wondering, I am wearing the same outfit. I'm filming two videos in the same day. I'm not sure which one I'm uploading first. However, yes, either this one or my next one, we're gonna have on the same t-shirt because today's the same day and I have a very busy week coming up, so I'm trying to get two out of the way in one day. So that's the reason for that. Another thing is that I just learned how to do eyelashes and I like how they turned out, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this again. So the story behind this bag is that I got this bag I think in 2013, and at this time in my life I was like the general of the Salvation Army. I only shopped at thrift stores and I would buy entire outfits for $5 and $10, and I took so much pride in that designer wasn't even on my radar and handbags were not on my radar at all. So at the time I definitely was not you know, savvy with designer goods, and I actually wasn't searching for them either. This bag I received as a gift. I'll show you in a second, but I just thought, wow, what a nice bag. I've never had a bag this color. Okay, cool. You know, later I looked it up and I found out what it was or what it was supposed to be, and I used it all the time for probably years. Fast forward to a few years later, I started working for a luxury consignment boutique. Part of my job at the boutique is authentication, pricing, and research. Here today I'm going to be comparing all the differences I can see between my authentic and my counterfeit Celine Nano handbags. And a huge disclaimer here is that it is not for me to tell anyone else how and where to spend their money. For me personally, I am not into counterfeit handbags. I would rather spend less money on something that's just, you know, well designed or good quality, because you can find great quality at any price point. But I'm not judging anyone who does like them. I really just want you to be able to have this video as a reference when you are purchasing any Celine Nano bag that is pre-loved. So this is by no means an all-encompassing how to authenticate Celine video. This is just a few things that I noticed that were different between the two bags that I do physically have. So to start, this is the authentic Celine Nano bag that I purchased pre-loved from Fashionphile. Now for the record, Fashionphile I do trust beyond a shadow of a doubt. They have been in this business for almost 20 years, and they I think are one of, if not the biggest name in the pre-loved designer fashion industry, at least in the United States. So this is the bag. We have it in the Dune color in drummed leather that is pebbled, and I'm gonna do close-up shots with both of them together. This is the back, and this is where the shoulder strap clips on, and this is here. This is the bottom. Now I tried to do a little bit of research on this bag, and I've seen it as early as 2015. Normally when I do researching on bags, I try to find bloggers that have featured the product that I'm looking for, or other blogs that display new collections every season. So I've seen this as early as 2015, but it could have been out before that. This specific bag has existed for a long time, for many years before that, and I'm not sure if how many different designs and updates of this bag there have been over the years. So I really, when I compare it between the two, I'm really just comparing the two bags together. I'm not sure whether or not they would have taken out pockets or added pockets or put certain zippers in certain places. I'm going to give you the measurements to this bag here. So this bag is a little more than 7.5 inches across here. It's 8 inches tall and 3.5 inches wide. It wings out where the wings go out, that is 11 inches long, and it has a strap drop of about 2.9, so almost but not quite 3 inches long. And okay, now I'm going to present you with the one that is not authentic. this is the bag here. And you know, now that I'm a lot more knowledgeable with designer goods, and now that I know how to authenticate bags, and now that I know what type of quality you should expect when you're buying a bag that is, I think the current retail of the Celine Nano is $2,700. When you're buying a bag that is $2,700, it should not look like this. But I also want to mention that I did use and carry this bag for about a year before I found out that it wasn't real. You'll see a lot of black marks on it. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. I'm not sure if this is going to come up because of these lights, but there are black marks on it. Like, and then, hold on, where is it? Like here, for example, and on the front. So I received this bag in 2013, and I have seen that this color came out possibly around 2012, maybe earlier than that. So like I said, I did receive this as a gift. I did not go out and purchase this on my own, and like I said, I didn't know anything about designer bags at the time. So the first thing that I began to notice was that the color had started to fade in different places, and I really hope that the light is going to pick up the differences, and I don't think it is. But yeah, so it's just a lot brighter on the back, and then especially when I bring in the strap, maybe you'll be able to see the difference. Now when I stored it inside the dust bag. So yes, another thing to mention is that this bag did come with a dust bag. It has a serial code in it. It came with the cards, and the cards actually are authentic. I was able to check those out. So when you are shopping pre-loved, just because a bag has a serial number or has the booklets and tags and cards doesn't always necessarily mean that the bag is authentic. I definitely think that if you have any reservations about anything, take your time, pause, and have someone who is knowledgeable about the brand to look at it for you and determine and give you their opinion on what they think. So here are the two bags together. I'm going to do close-up shots of all of the bags and all of their differences later in the video, but just for now the first thing I noticed that's different about the two bags is that this one is a lot bigger. So this one measures about 8¼ inches long, 8½ inches tall, and 4½ inches wide. So that is almost an inch difference in width, as you can see here, and almost an inch difference in height. And I'm trying to put them up together, but you'll probably be able to see it when I do the close-up shots. So when this bag wings out, this measures to 13 inches, and the strap drop, is 3½, which is a ½ inch difference from the authentic Celine that I have in the Dune color. But one thing about this bag is that I actually can carry this on the crook of my arm a lot more comfortably than I can this one. I have very, very small arms, I think, as you can see, but this authentic Celine Nano I can't carry on my arms. So with these two bags, it's pretty obvious. I'm not gonna have to say which one. Like, there's the taupe and the pink, so I'm just gonna refer to them as taupe and pink as opposed to real and fake, because I don't think that sounds very nice. As I mentioned, when I first started wearing this bag, it was not in this condition. I don't know for sure if the colors had faded the way that I mentioned before, but what I began to notice was that this black stuff was, I would carry the bag and the black stuff would get on me, would get on my skin and sometimes on my clothing. So this is called resin, for those of you who don't know. And you can also see it here on the strap, how it would just sort of come off. Now, after I experienced this and once I started trying to authenticate Celine's on my own, what I began to think, which actually isn't true, is that you can immediately tell a Celine bag by the resin that the lines will be perfect, and the lines will be perfect and like perfectly straight, when in reality these bags are handmade. So the resin is painted on, as you can see here, and I hope it picks up. The resin isn't necessarily perfect on the edges, but on this one it's a lot worse. But I just want to make sure that you know that then on this one it's not perfect. Okay, so also I have to mention that I'm not necessarily comparing apples to apples here. This is drummed leather and this one is supposed to be the smooth leather. Those are two different types of leather that Celine does make. So the leather, this bag definitely is at least made of real leather. We have to recognize that this is modeled after a different bag. Another huge difference is that the pink bag has feet on the bottom, whereas the taupe one does not. This one is stuffed with the dust bag inside of it, and this one I think isn't. But as you can tell, the hook for the shoulder strap comes down a lot lower on the bag than does the taupe, and the hook for it is much, much bigger. And I'm pretty sure it's a different shape. Okay, so the next thing that I see is that on the taupe bag, if you see the Celine logo has a slightly different font. The N in the Celine is I don't know what the parts of a letter, like a physical letter, are called, but the N in the Celine is more pointed, whereas on the pink bag it is more square. Okay, since this is big and bright, I will probably be able to show you a bit better. If you look at the N in Louis Vuitton at the very end, the bottom and, the little diagonal piece here, the two corners are more triangular. This end here is very similar to the lettering on the taupe Celine. You'll notice the pink Celine has a standalone zip pocket, whereas the taupe bag does not have that. It just has a small slip pocket that you can put probably a few smaller, flatter things into. Next, if you look on the other side of the interior, the pink bag has two slip pockets, the one that look like they would fit a cell phone. The taupe bag has nothing of the sort on that side. And I'm also going to try and show you the serial code on the inside of both bags. The pink one is very easy to see, but as you can tell, it is not very well printed on and not very well stamped. And the taupe one I couldn't really get in and photograph or get in and film, so I'll try to insert a picture if I can find one. These are the two straps. What's very common with designer bags, for some reason that I don't understand actually, is that they will not make the straps adjustable. And normally this is something that I complain about, so I find it a little odd that on the counterfeit bag they kind of got it right. As you can see, this is not adjustable. It is one piece of leather, and this is not. I think the theory behind that is that to create or to have one continuous piece of leather is more expensive than it is to have two shorter ones, and I think that's pretty easy to figure out. The next thing I want to show you is that the two hooks are a different shape. Here, I hope you can, the two hooks are a different shape completely, and this one, the gold one on the pink strap, is a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to turn it around. Another thing you'll notice is that on the taupe strap, you just have one continuous piece of leather and there are no seams. This pink bag has a seam going across it. And now I'm going to flip it over and show you what the other side looks like. This is the other side of the strap, and as you can see, the seam is still there, and this does not have that on either side. Well, I mean, it sort of has it. Definitely, okay, so I take that back. It has a seam, but it's closer and a lot less visible than this one is. Like, it has the seam here and then the coating and resin and everything there, whereas this is all done in one line. Okay, so the last things I'm going to show you are the dust bags. This is the dust bag for the taupe Celine. It is a much heavier weight, and it has drawstrings like this that are, I believe, it seems to be one piece. And then on the inside, I don't know if you can see this, it has like a nice softer material, like a softer type of fabric almost. And like I said, you can see the N in the Celine is pointed as opposed to square in those two places. And next, this is what I received with the pink bag, and it is this here. Very flimsy, definitely not any type of cotton. Let me see if it has any tags in here. Nope, there's no tags on the inside, but it is just a regular drawstring bag that you could get like at any dollar store, honestly. Hopefully you can see the difference in the fabrics when I do this. So the bottom is the tote, it came with the tote bag, and the top came with the pink. Okay, that's it for this video. There are thousands of different fake bags, and I'm sure they're all different styles. So by no means is this a comprehensive one-size-fits-all method to how to authenticate a Celine and what to look for in a fake Celine. I just was making mention of what I saw in the one that I have. Now there was a point where with the pink bag I thought about selling it and wanting to get rid of it, but I don't want to contribute to more fakes being on the market, so I decided to just keep it and hold on to it. And now that I filmed this video, I hope it's very helpful. I'm just gonna put it back somewhere in my closet. In my last video, I did a pre-loved buying guide, and I'm going to link it down below. I currently also have a giveaway going on for me reaching 1,000 subscribers, and I'm super happy about that. So I'll leave a link to the video down below, and I also will leave a link to the unboxing from Fashionphile. Yes, there's still time to enter the giveaway, and you can also find some great tips on shopping pre-loved. So if you did enjoy this video, and I hope you did, and I hope you found it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. So that is all for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!